Elon Musk is worth roughly $300 billion. That's more money than the entire economy of many countries. It's more than the GDP of nations with millions of citizens. But here's the real question. How does someone actually spend that kind of money? Most people imagine billionaires living in giant mansions, buying fleets of supercars, and spending their days on private yachts. But Elon Musk is different. His spending habits are unusual and in many ways completely opposite to what you would expect. Today, we're going to break down exactly where Elon Musk's billions go. And by the end of this video, you might realize something surprising. He might not spend his money the way billionaires usually do. Before we go any further, we need to understand one very important fact. Elon Musk doesn't actually have $300 billion sitting in a bank account. Most of his wealth exists in the form of ownership in companies. Companies like Tesla, SpaceX, Neuralink, and The Boring Company. That means the majority of his fortune is tied directly to the success of these businesses. When their value rises, Elon's net worth rises with it. But despite that, Elon still has access to billions in liquid capital through stock sales, loans, and investments. And the way he spends that money tells us a lot about how he thinks. 3 most billionaires spend money on luxury, massive yachts, private islands, gold-plated interiors. But Elon Musk has repeatedly said something surprising. He once stated publicly that he doesn't even care about luxury possessions. In fact, at one point, he even announced that he was planning to sell most of his physical belongings. Which raises an even bigger question. If he's not spending his billions on luxury, where is the money actually going? The answer reveals something fascinating about Elon Musk's mindset. Visual pie chart breakdown of net worth. To understand Elon Musk's spending habits, we first need to understand how his wealth is structured. A large portion of his fortune comes from his stake in Tesla. Tesla is one of the most valuable companies in the world, and Elon Musk owns a massive share of it. Another huge portion of his wealth comes from SpaceX, the private aerospace company that is revolutionizing space travel. Together, these companies represent the majority of Elon's net worth, which means his wealth is not static. It constantly moves with the market. That means Elon Musk's fortune can change dramatically in a single day, sometimes by billions. When Tesla's stock price rises, his wealth increases. When the market drops, billions can disappear almost instantly. But despite these fluctuations, Elon still maintains access to enormous amounts of capital. This allows him to make massive investments when he believes in a project. And perhaps the most famous example of this was his purchase of Twitter. In 2022, Elon Musk spent $44 billion acquiring Twitter. For most people, that would sound like an unimaginable luxury purchase. But for Elon, it wasn't about luxury. He described it as an investment in free speech and digital communication. After the acquisition, the platform was rebranded as X, and Elon began reshaping the platform according to his vision. Whether people agree with the move or not, one thing is clear. This was not typical billionaire spending. It was vision-driven spending. When people imagine billionaires, they often picture massive estates with dozens of bedrooms. And while Elon Musk has owned luxury properties in the past, his approach to real estate has been surprisingly minimal. Musk owned several expensive homes in California, some of them located in the ultra-exclusive neighborhood of Bel Air in Los Angeles. One of these homes alone was worth tens of millions of dollars. But then Elon made a surprising decision. He sold many of them. In 2020, Elon Musk announced that he planned to sell almost all of his houses, and he actually followed through. He sold multiple mansions worth over $100 million combined. Why would someone worth hundreds of billions do this? According to Elon, owning large homes was simply not important to him. Instead, he moved into a much smaller residence near the SpaceX starbase. 9 reports suggest that Elon now lives in a relatively small modular home. Compared to billionaire mansions, the property is incredibly modest, but it serves a practical purpose. It keeps him close to the rocket development facilities at SpaceX. For Elon, location matters more than luxury. His home is not meant to impress guests. It's meant to keep him close to the work that matters most. Elon Musk is deeply connected to the automotive industry. So naturally, people assume he owns a massive collection of supercars. But the truth is a bit more complicated. Yes, he has owned some incredible vehicles, but most of them were connected to his interest in engineering and innovation, not status. The most famous vehicles Elon Musk owns is a Lotus Esprit. This unique car appeared in a classic James Bond movie. But Elon didn't buy it just for nostalgia. He bought it because he wanted to actually turn it into a working submarine car. It perfectly reflects the way he thinks. Instead of collecting luxury vehicles, he sees them as engineering challenges. Then there's perhaps the most unusual car story in history. In 2018, during the first launch of the Falcon Heavy rocket, Elon Musk did something unexpected. Instead of launching a traditional test payload, he launched a Tesla Roadster. Yes, a real car into space. The Tesla Roadster was sent into orbit around the sun. Inside the driver's seat was a mannequin named Starman. The moment quickly went viral across the world. It became one of the most memorable marketing moments in modern tech history. But beyond marketing, it also demonstrated something deeper. Elon Musk doesn't just think big, he thinks cosmic scale big. While Elon Musk spends relatively little on personal luxury, he spends enormous amounts on his companies. This is where most of his wealth flows. His businesses operate at a scale that requires billions of dollars in investment. Factories, research labs, rocket development, artificial intelligence, and cutting-edge engineering. Take SpaceX, for example. The company was founded with a bold mission: to make humanity a multi-planetary species. That means building rockets capable of transporting humans to Mars. Achieving this requires incredible financial investment. Billions of dollars have already been poured into developing reusable rockets and advanced spacecraft. One of the most ambitious projects is the Starship rocket system. Starship is designed to be the most powerful rocket ever built. Its purpose is not just satellite launches. Its long-term mission is to carry people and cargo to Mars. This project alone costs billions of dollars in research, testing, and development.